Hey everybody, it's Micah. So, yesterday I decided that I needed to go to the doctor or to have them check on this problem I've been having with my chest muscle. For a couple of days, I woke up and I could feel my back crack, and when I did it, I felt tingly in my fingers. I felt like that's probably not a very good thing. And sitting at my desk was painful in my back and shoulder, and I was just not feeling very good for a couple of days. So I decided that whatever I was doing was not helping enough, so I needed to go to the doctor. So yesterday I went to a place that was very close to the train station, and it's open from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's open at the perfect time for me to go after work. But when I got there, it's a large place with a lot of people. It was packed full of people. So it's a very popular facility for this kind of work. Many students go there. Any students that play sports and get sports injuries seem to congregate there. Plus, it's good for students as well because they can go after school, just like I go after school. So they checked me, and I told them that I thought that I had pulled a muscle, but talking to the doctor took some x-rays of my neck and of my foot, because I talked about my foot problem. I've been having problems with my foot hurting. My heel in the mornings would often hurt, and throughout the day it's kind of a low-level pain. It's not like a debilitating pain, but since I was there, I decided, just throw that in there and see what they can find. And they didn't find anything in any of their x-rays. And when I talked to the doctor, he didn't think it was a pulled muscle. He thought it was some other problem, probably the same problem. It's probably related to the long-standing problem I've had with my shoulder and neck. Probably from doing a lot of desk work. I probably have, he talked about fascia, like, how can I say, the muscles have a membrane. They have a membrane around them that if you don't stretch, or if they're not moved a lot in many different directions, if they're doing a lot of repetitive movements, then the membrane will kind of stick between muscles, and when it does that, it can cause pain and stiffness in the muscles. So after the doctor looked at me, he sent me off to the place next door, which was a rehabilitation place. So I am now in rehab for my problem. But after a couple of sessions there yesterday and today at the rehab place, I think I feel quite a bit better. The doctor also gave me medicine for lowering inflammation. So that's very helpful, especially at night. So we're going to see how it goes with the doctor, but I'm hopeful that that the rehab place will help me out with my muscles, and I can do some stretches. Do this stretch where you put your hand behind, like, below your neck, and then bring your elbow above your head, and then hold your elbow there, and then kind of bend over like this. Make sure you stay up straight, and that will stretch out this area here, if you go like that. So the doctor says I can do this at work I should probably do it a minute at a time, he says, and it should provide some help for me. So I'll start doing this stretch quite often, probably a lot more than just 1 minute a day. What else? Oh yeah. So I have this light that that Takai bought me for my birthday, but she also has this light that we've used for at least one YouTube video that we did together. We made candy together, and we made a YouTube video of that candy making session. But before, we had these cords that plugged in, and it was okay, but I wanted batteries because I wanted the portability of that batteries give you. But the problem is that typical batteries like this cost like $25 a battery. And if you want two batteries, one for this light and one for the other light, then it's just a lot of money for batteries. But this one is really cool. It has AA batteries inside, 6 AA batteries, and let's see here. Go like this. Turn on the light. Yeah, baby, yeah. That's very bright. Let's turn it down here. This light is a different color of light than the one that I'm using right now. The one I'm using right now has 2 slots for batteries rather than just 1 slot. I have no idea how long the battery life is, especially for these particular kinds of batteries. So I have no idea how that's gonna go, but as you can see, this is at 10%. Let's beef it up here. Whoa. Yeah! It's very bright. That's 61%, and it's quite bright. This is through a diffuser. Anyway, so and bounce it off of a reflector here if I wanted to. But that's it's very interesting, and it'll be fun because I plan on doing. I have this video project that I'm working on at work. The light is getting darker, I think. Let's see what happens if I plug in another battery. See? Battery life may not be great. So, anyway, plugged in the other battery. Oh yeah, so I have a video project I'm working on for work, and right now I'm kind of in the beginning planning stages, and so far I have 3 episodes. I have this basic content planned out. I still haven't decided exact locations for the different shoots that I want to do. But one of them is just basically a self-introduction and an introduction of, well, it's not really even a self-introduction. It's an introduction of the town that I work in. One episode that is about what's this? So teaching it's and an versus a. So an apple, a bear, something like that. So just like really basic stuff for kids. And I'm not sure if I'll do these episodes in the town that I work in, or if I will do them here where I live in this city. Probably it'll be easier to do it in the city, but if I do it in the town that I work, then the students will be able to maybe be more interested in what I'm doing. Probably mix it up, go to both places. So I have an introduction of the town, what's this, and where am I? So I'm going to do like a game where they have to use in, on, under, and by. And so the game is, where is Micah? And they have to respond, he's in the car, he's on the car, he's under the car. And I have a few different ideas for places where I can kind of, first, I won't hide. I'll just be in the video and they'll be able to practice and think about what they're, how to answer the questions. But then I'll start hiding and kind of making it a little bit more interesting. And the next episode, the fourth episode that I'm planning is a Who Are You? That one's a little bit more difficult. I don't know how that'll turn out because Who Are You really requires people, and it has to be kind of people that they know. So if I did a similar, like the Where Am I episode will be just a kind of a wide cut showing a setting with me in it. And if I did just a shot of me with someone else or a shot like with some flashcards, I'm not sure that would be very interesting. You know, I could say, who am I? I am Michael Jordan or something like that. But that wouldn't be very interesting. So I'm still trying to think about what the format will be for that particular episode. One idea I had was maybe I would do animals. So maybe I could go to Taku and find some animals to take a video of, and then I could say, who am I? And they would, they could answer, you're, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how that would work, but that was another idea I have. Still trying to kind of plan out how to do a who am I. The challenge is that I want to kind of mix things up. I don't want to stay on one particular grammar structure for too long. And I don't want to make the episodes very long. I want them to be kind of compact, just like 5 minutes per episode. That makes it a lot easier for me because I don't have as much work to do. Plus, it's kind of just a little bit of English for them during lunchtime or whatever. So, still planning out these episodes is challenging. So I've been planning out these episodes and writing the scripts along with doing English radio, which I do every week. So I've been doing double duty at work with this project, but the project will be very interesting if I can actually complete it, because I don't think any other company, and I don't think I've heard of any other ALT doing the kinds of things that I'm doing. Typically, people that do what I'm trying to do right now are people who are independent and they have their own company and they sell material and they have a school and they have their own students. So I'm not super interested in doing any of that other stuff right now. I'm kind of focused on the video aspect part because I'd really rather just do videos rather than having a school or whatever. Plus, I'd like to do videos outside of English education videos. But this will be good practice for the future. And it'll let me play with my toys here. Oh yeah, no battery. Stupid. And Takai and I are doing kind of I think I talked about this photo project where we will have some picture frames in the office downstairs, and we printed out one large print, and it hasn't arrived yet, but once it was printed today, so we got confirmation from the company that we ordered it from that they printed it, so they'll be sending it soon. I don't know how long it'll take, maybe a day or two to get here. And once it's printed out, I'll actually show some video of what it looks like in the office. So I'm looking forward to that. So feels good right now. Usually I have problems when I'm at the computer typing on stuff, so it does bother me quite a bit when I'm typing. But for right now, it feels good. So I feel good. I'm going to the doctor, getting some help from Rehab. I have some projects I'm working on. Takai says also that she would like to get I think she wants to make a little bit more money to kind of hit a certain target for this month. So I think what I'm going to try to do is do some part-time work for her and see if I can try to help her reach that target. So I'm keeping myself busy, and I'm doing good. Oh yeah, and on the trains, of course, I'm continuing to read stuff. I'm still gonna do the deep dives on the Persuasion book and on the books by Scott Adams, but I have to kind of prioritize things right now. So I'm reading some other lighter material while I'm working on other stuff. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.